Hello, sexy souls. You know what? I was looking at one of my other readings, and the video does its own little subtitles, and it said, "Hello, sexy POS," and I was like, "I didn't say that." I would never call you that. Oh my gosh. All right, let me take a good look, a good gander. Yay. Yes, I have a donut. It's nummies to go with my coffee. So yeah, it's got chocolate, cinnamon, and cayenne in it. It's amazing. We're doing a coffee and tarot today. It's Wednesday. So let's settle in, grab you your cup, get your matcha, your tea. I know matcha is tea, but I feel like matcha gets its own classification. It's a special kind of tea. Okay? It's just so good. Anyways, lemon water, coffee, whatever you choose. Find you a corner in the house, apartment, wherever you're at, cozy up in your car, and let's settle in and see if there is a message, okay? This is the no holds bar, anything goes kind of reading. It could be giving us future events. It can talk to us about an energy. It could even be like a serious conversation where spirit spanks us. So, you know, just saying. I don't know. I'm like a little kid with those powdered donuts. I'm like, not the nasty ones now. You know there's some nasty ones out there. Oh. By the way, welcome to Weird and Woo Woo. Quick reminder. You are the sovereign being over your own life, which means you could use your own discernment as to if, when, how, where, why any of these messages apply. Okay? So never, never, never Cinderella anything to make it fit. All right? All right. It's so yummy. I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? I keep looking this direction, and it's like, no, 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 no. So I don't know why. You may be looking in the opposite direction of where you need to go. Because I'm looking over here, but none of the cards that I'm looking at do I feel any kind of like energy or power coming off of. It's definitely over here. So that might be a message for somebody. Like I couldn't just, maybe your eyes are getting drawn to the wrong thing or being drawn to look at something in particular. Like you can't help it, but your focus kind of needs to be on the, almost like the exact opposite of where you're looking. All right, we're going to start with As a Thought Tarot. As a quick reminder, I don't do any reversals, unless, like rare, let's put it that way. Generally, I do not try to mix up my deck so that it's reversed. Most times you'll see me place them upright. Once in a while, if Spirit guides me to leave it the way it is, then I will. But the norm is for me to correct those, in case you see that. Also, here recently, I've had a couple of what I call dead cards, where I know off the top of my head exactly what could be the textbook definitions and meanings behind the cards. Those don't fit. I don't feel energy coming from the card. It almost feels like a void. Like it's like, you know, when your ear cuts off, like one of your ears go whoop, and it's like a tunnel, but only you don't hear anything. It's like it goes silent and then comes back. It's like that. It's like the card is just, and that can happen from time to time, but it's been showing up more frequently. It's almost like when you're playing cards, like with a regular deck of cards, and you forget to take out the jokers, right? And you're like, oh, oops, that's in there, kind of thing. I don't know what that is exactly, why it's happening so frequently. Or if it's to kind of like, there's got to be a reason behind it, and I'm sure that it'll come out in one of the readings, but if it does, you may see me go, no, and I'll put something back because it's like void of anything. void of any meaning. I'm not feeling spirit on it. I'm not getting any kind of energy to it. Kind of like I was looking at these cards and there's nothing. Like I keep looking over here at something, but it's like none of them were popping. So if you see me do that, it's been happening more frequently. That's usually like a once every couple months thing, you know, but I've actually had it at least 3 times in the last week. And I'm like, what? So don't be surprised by that. We've been getting rain, and here in the US we're about to get like the worst storm we have had. It's a hurricane / tropical storm, because it's going to be a hurricane, and then like it hit land and it'll turn into a tropical storm, and then it is gunning right for where I'm at. Now I want you to know I'm in the middle, like between north and south. I'm right in the middle, Mason-Dixon, okay? But this thing, the way that it's hitting, it's going to go shing right over my entire state. So I can guarantee you we're going to be having lots of tornadoes, because that's what happens when those storms come. We are in the area where the northern weather and the southern weather love to collide. And then we get stuff from the west, and it's like, oh my gosh. And so we're just kind of like the little mixing pot where all the weathers collide, and then we get what's the result of that. So yay. But I am very happy for the rain. As you all know, I've been saying we need it so I can have a beautiful fall, okay? Like, I love the sun. I will always take more sun. But if you mess with my beautiful, colorful leaves changing, I'm get upset. So that's the time. You know what I mean? Lovers and the Two of Swords. There's a choice you are contemplating or will be contemplating. There's a choice with the Two of Swords. Wow, that came out like not even funny. Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor. I mean, if I was just going to go off of my human initial reaction is like, oh, because the Two of Swords in this deck is called Peace. And I'm like, yeah, somebody doesn't want to rock the boat. They don't want to disrupt their peace, right? Lovers. No, I'm good. She's like just choosing not choosing. She's just not choosing. That's also another meaning of the Two of Swords. It's like, I'm just going to sit this thing out. It's like stalemate type of energy, or just, or intentionally not choosing. Blindfolded, like, what do you mean? There's no options before me. What? Then we have the Wheel of Fortune with the Emperor. But I fear that's not the gist of the meaning. So we're gonna just keep going, and it will all come together. I'm like, but that was like my knee jerk. My human's like, I feel her. Like, like, oh, okay. Ooh, baby. Da, 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 da. The Hanged Man. Upside down, which I don't usually do, and I went through the whole thing, and Page of Swords there. The pause you think you're in. The pause you think you're like, nothing's happening. We're gonna leave it like it is. I knew I was saying all that for some reason. I don't know why I was like, well, I don't, like, there's sometimes I go through that spiel, sometimes I don't. Oh Lord. Hanged Man is a major shift in perspective, but it's also like coming off of a long wait, a long pause, a long liminal space. Okay. Okay, there's these. Queen of Pentacles, the World, Nine of Pentacles. I want to highlight something before I turn it up. Nine of Pentacles in reverse is going to be the no longer autonomous type of energy, right? You can continue to be independent and working with other people, right? You're an independent person, that's fine. Autonomous is a little bit different. But we are putting that up. And I'm really drawn to this snail. Of all the things on this card. And he's leaving a little trail. Like, the amount of time it's taken this snail to get to this lady is like, maybe you've been in a comfort zone of being on your own. Okay. Let's just kind of like try to make this. Oh, so speak to me. Let's talk about this. There's just a decision that you have to make in order to, or a choice. It's not a decision. They keep saying choice. There's a choice you have to make. And stop pretending like there's not a choice. Okay? They just said yes or no. To get some kind of a wheel to turn, to get the energies to move in to a different direction. The Emperor is a person. I'm not fully convinced that's you. Like, you know, I feel as if somebody really wants this reading to be like, this is me, and it's like, no, this is another person. And with having both the Two of Swords, I don't think my human is completely wrong on this. The two cards fully touching the Lovers is the Hangman in reverse, which is, again, it is about, like, it's the not changing your mind. It's staying rigid and stubborn, they're giving me, on how you're seeing something. But also it is this, like, no more pause. I can't get away from that. No more pause, no more indecision, no more pretending like there's not a choice to be made, or that it's not a choice. I feel like saying, you've been sitting here like, okay, there may be a part of you that's like not wanting to rock the boat. You may have gotten to the place where you feel like I said, you don't think there is a choice. So you may be oblivious. You may be over here like, yep, I'm good. And so that's where the stalemate energy is coming from. And even if Spirit were to send you messages like, hey, you have a choice in love. You got to make a choice in love. And you're like, no, the fuck I don't. I ain't got nothing around me. I ain't got that. What? You know, you may scroll past a lot of readings or, you know, signs. Like, you may be like, okay, that's not for me. And Spirit's like, buh. Oh, yeah, it is. It's for you. Because you don't see it. You don't see it right now. You're like, no. I don't know what you're talking about. And it could be as simple as, Spirit's like, look, I just want you to be open to love. And you can be saying, sure, okay. You know, if the right thing comes around. And it's like, you're really not, though. Because if you're ignoring messages that Spirit's sending you about love or a partner or anything else like that, the likelihood of a person showing up and showing you interest, you will probably be like, it's like you'd be so oblivious to it, you would brush it off, or you would be like, oh, I'm not looking good today, I'm gonna look the other way. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's just something about you that's like, it's not on your radar. And you okay with it. That's why I'm like, they're like, you need to quit. Okay. Like, there's independence, right? But like, maybe this is the idea of independence in the wrong path. Like you're not compromising independence by opening up to something. And maybe you're holding on to the wrong definition of independence. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, I get the feeling of somebody saying, well, what if this? And you're like, no, I'm gonna do this. And then if I happen to, like, maybe you are thinking that love is not an option right now. Love, partnership, connection, whatever you want to call it. But I can tell you right now, you're going to have a choice. Spirit's wanting you to make a choice. You don't get to pretend like there's not a choice. Something is going to present itself in front of your face where you're going to be like, oops, I do have a choice. Okay, I got a choice to make. All right, you know, all these messages that you've been ignoring, it's about to show up. And so that's where the energy is changing. Something is changing around quick. Something is it's like flipping, like in a moment. Because I feel like, because Emperor shows up. Just gonna say, Emperor shows up. You over here thinking, ain't nothing gonna be happening anytime soon with the Hanged Man. Well, that's about to shift. And Spirit's like, no, you're gonna have to get out of the mindset of like, no, I'm good, I'm here, blah, blah, blah. Like, I just feel like this blasé kind of energy in regards to that. You're just like, okay, okay. Like, you're not taking it seriously at all. And they're like, well, you will when this dude showed up. And things are going to, I don't want to say busy, I don't want to say pick up, but things are going to start happening. There is communication. There's a message coming through. And the fact that we have the Wheel of Fortune and the World out here, this is some good stuff. Look at how many major arcanas, the type that we have. We got the Lovers, the Hanged Man, Wheel of Fortune, the World, and the Emperor. Like this idea of like, I've got no choices. I've got nothing. What are you talking about? Like ignoring messages and stuff. Well, you're not going to be able to. And the thing with the Queen of Pentacles, the only thing that I'm picking up on from this one is, like, look at her looking at the pentacle. And all I hear is, what am I going to do with this? What am I going to do about this? And that may be problematic because you want to be focused on, and this is the card of gain, and like that's what you're focused on. Somebody's focused on their money. They're focused on material things right now. Their 3D reality that you've got. At the beginning, I said, I'm focusing over here. Oh, shit. I'm so sorry, bro. You're focusing over here thinking this is the thing that's going to happen, or this is where your focus needs to be, or this is what's going to transpire, but nothing's happening. Remember in the beginning I said that? Like these cards were not popping off. There was no energy over here. It's the exact opposite. You're so focused on your material things. And Spirit's like, I'm sorry. But the next thing is going to be like partnership. Like I don't know, you really think that this is a phase where you're going to be making moves, you're going to be doing things with your money. So you're over here looking like, okay. And like, that's not the next thing that's going to pop off in your life. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to bring that. And it's not the next thing going to be popping off in your life. Yeah. And I'm like, in like this does not feel, I gotta be honest with you, as if it's like you're not gonna have, like, this isn't like, just because it's in reverse does not mean you're gonna be in the Five of Pentacles type of energy, okay? It doesn't mean you're gonna be without or in lack. It's just, it is not the focus. But I feel as though when the Emperor arrives, the Emperor brings about, you see this, like I'm getting like a world of opportunity. I feel as if Emperor is connected to a whole other network, and so it's something like in meeting them or in coming across or connecting with them. Oh gosh, it always happens. A whole new world. I can't sing, so you know, get over it. A world that you've not been a part of. This is like your door in. Now I am a girl's girl, guy's girl. Like I'm for the people who want a sense of freedom, and maybe that's where they say your definition of independence needs to change. Independence doesn't mean freedom, or it doesn't mean freedom. Like, you think independence means freedom, but freedom can come in so, like, how do I put this? Like, do you think if you're not independent, you're codependent? Because that's not, like, I feel like you think independent means autonomy. Like, that's really what I think you mean. Like, that you're just, it's just you. And that's not what independence is. And I think you equate it to freedom from the influence of somebody in your life. Freedom from having to share your attention, that it'll take you away from being able to focus on your material world, your reality. Let's get back to this dang snail. You could be you may have been single for quite some time, and this may be like, this is why it's not within your purview, like, at all. Like, there is no choice. What are you talking about? Like, and you have been focusing on this because it's just, you're oblivious to the fact that any of these messages will be coming for you, and this is like, I mean, she's in her own little world, and this poor little snail be trying its hardest. Like, I'm coming. It's inching. I mean, the amount of work it's got to do to get to her. And look how tiny it is, right? Like she's paying attention. She's not even paying attention. You haven't even realized that something's been inching its way towards you. And I feel like Nine of Pentacles is where you wanted to get. Like, because this level of financial gain, it hits differently, right? It's more than just being able to take care of your bills and being able to whatever. It is really leaning towards and pursuing, and like the step before, creating your legacy, you know? And it's giving me a bit of like, you know, a very masculine energy. There's a lot of masculines in our society today that believes that they have to do X, Y, and Z, right? You may have been raised like, you know, you get your own shit together and then you can think about other things, right? Either that or you have found in your history that, you know, that others and nothing can be dependable. You really have to stand on your own 2 feet. So to me, this is like you looking at, I'm going to get to a certain level or to a certain place financially, and like remove certain burdens or any, like be in the clear of any type of oppressive energies. And it's like before you even remotely look at love, right? And that does not seem to be what is happening. Okay? Let's pull some cards. I know we already pulled some cards. We're going to put some more. Well. My dishwasher is making so much noise in the other room. Where is... Oh, my stomach. Okay. I'm waiting for a card to pop off to reach out to me. They're like, meh, this will do. I'm like, okay, I guess any of them would have done. Sun Knight Tarot. I'm like, all right. And these are probably like the decks I would not think to pull in regards to love. So the fact that they're pulling from, like, and they both have black and gold. That's significant for somebody, black and gold. This is supposed to have like a gold look to it. It is a bit more of a creamy kind of gold, but it's similar. Like it's the same color thing. That's funny. Oh no. All right, Spirit. So I'm curious. Let's first and foremost ask about this whole snail situation. I'm really... You've been slow to come around. Spirit. You've been slow to come around. Okay. Well, you've been slow to recognize. You've been slow to like... I feel like it may have slightly slowed this down just a little bit. You've got to be open to it. So I think that's the choice. Is really just being open. So that the option can arrive, right? We have the Moon. Six of Wands, Temperance, and the Wheel of Fortune. I'd say this, if we're talking about the snail, there's been, even slow to come around, you know, obviously there were some things that you had to overcome subconsciously. And you've done so successfully with the Six of Wands. Temperance is you're in the right space. And they're giving me the three little bear, or the Goldilocks and the three little bears, where it's like, you know, one's too hot, one's too cold. The other one's just right. You know, one bed's too hard, one bed's too soft. The other one's just right. You're in the just right for some things to happen, for some events to take place. So that's where the snail energy comes from. Okay, so let's talk about then. We're going to put this over here now that we understand. And it might be why... Yeah, it's just taking you some time to come around to. And I feel like somebody's, like, there's someone saying something about, like, well, there may have been an event, like, years ago that also helped to fuel the deter, I'm not going to focus on love type of thing. And I was talking, inside, I'm like, Spirit, do we want to explore that? And Spirit was like, I'm not interested in past stories. I'm like, oh. I was like, so we are not focusing on the past. The Princess of Swords, Page of Swords energy. Tell us a little bit about that, please. Page of Pentacles. A new start, a new endeavor. Something new arriving in your life. Okay. There is an egg. And there's a, well, it's not how, okay, so the pentacles in this deck are made to look like that little thing right there. But this is like a pentagram, like protection. And I feel like there's this, they're giving me like this new start has been protected so that you don't lose out on this new start. So they've been doing things to make sure this can happen. And I'm getting both sides. I'm feeling like this is a situation where this coming together, this happenstance, these people meeting, Spirit really wanted to happen. And so there have been efforts to kind of like protect this new start in order for it to happen. Okay. Page of Swords, though, really felt like communication. They're showing me this, let me make sure you can still see, guys. You kind of can. I mean, you can see the whole thing, but like, let me bring it up to you. You know, I was just talking about fall. They're showing me like the tree without any leaves, and they're talking about the winds, and they're giving it to me like, ooh, I just went whoosh with my head right around the third eye. So there's some significance to this. I feel as if it's like when like in fall, because you know, like around here when leaves are about to like, you know, fall, get it? They fall, because that's what they're giving me. The leaves have fallen because of the wind. Sometimes we get irritated because like it'll be gorgeous, like the leaves will be gorgeous, and some dang stupid storm comes through, and then they're all on the damn ground. I'm like, dude, you know, and like it'll always hit at the right time where like we should be able to enjoy it for about 2 to 3 weeks, and they'll come and like these winds will be crazy. We've had so many. Like in the last, I'd say 8 years where I live, like the storms have gotten ridiculous. Like tornado season is all year long, pretty much, anymore. We have so many freaking tornadoes. And if it's not a tornado, it's a freaking unbelievable, like, windstorm. Like, I mean, I'm talking like 70 miles an hour, but there's no tornado. Like, what? And it just whoosh, and then everything just falls. I'm like, man, so you don't get to enjoy it. So, like, I'm getting this energy of, they're like, surprise! Fall time is what I'm getting. Storm clouds, so maybe during a rainy season, I'm not really sure, but it's not raining currently. Okay, give me some more. Oh, there's that egg again. There's this egg. It's always was supposed to happen. High Priestess, it's written. It's in the book. So this is one of those where it's like, look, you can do all kinds of stuff, but this gonna happen, okay? Like, they don't dictate everything in your life, but there's some things. Spirit's like, over my dead body. Get the joke? Spirit's like, oh, like you're going, this encounter, for whatever reason that it needs to, right? So it's something that it's meant to happen. This potentiality, this beginning, it's been waiting to hatch. Something's been waiting to hatch. Why are you giving me this under the Page of Swords, though? Gotta be asking about the Page of Swords. Here you are, but it's okay. So they're saying it's been waiting to come in, and they've been having to do this little dance around to keep things possible for you while you've taken your time. Because we got Queen of Swords and her heart is in the bird cage. You took some time to come around. I think maybe you had a period of time where it was absolutely not. Then I feel like you may have gone to a, I'm done with love. I don't want to do love. And then it was like, you'd hear something and it's like, meh, okay. And you're just not at the place where you're like, oh, right. Like, but it took a lot. It took a lot. Okay, so give us a little bit more then. Oh, that's, you're funny. Okay, quit with the books. We don't do books around here, okay? I mean, we've already got enough. So, Page of Swords, is this communication coming in from the Emperor? Or is this just kind of like... Hermit, Five of Swords. Okay, so they're wanting... Okay, we already know this. I think it was an internal battle of what your truth is. I think that for a while you really believed your truth was, I don't want, like, this level of, like, resistance. I really don't want this. And I think your truth became, I really just want to focus on these things. And then those things became pertinent to you. Like, things within your 3D reality, within your material world, things that were already there. Like, you were not going to focus and project into the future. You were really just worried about you. And you wanted to enjoy your own company, your own energy, your own, you know what I mean? To get back to knowing what is you versus all the junk you were carrying because of the things that you had been through or anything you'd encountered or, you know, some life experiences. And you're just like, right? But look at this. She's standing on top of those swords, which means you conquered all that was plaguing your mind and the battle that has embroiled within your truth. Like, finding your truth back to the core of you. And it's kind of like, I feel like, you know, you were ready to adopt a new truth of absolutely not, no more love, absolutely not. And truth of it is, sure, you do love. You actually enjoy having a partner. You enjoy being with somebody. It would be fun to do X, Y, and Z and have a life partner. Sure, you know what I mean? And you love to flirt, whoever this is. So the truth is, yeah, I don't hate, and I'm not like totally against it. That's the energy you're in now. Are we gonna find, okay, so I feel like I'm not gonna ask about the fucking Page of Swords anymore, because whatever, you don't want to answer. Can we find out about the Emperor? They want me to move over. We are doing black and gold. We're doing black and gold today. They want me to go to Golden Universal. There's gotta be something about the black and gold. I don't know. I don't know why I just heard, like, you might find it. They might have a car. That's not going to be for everybody. They might have a car. It's black and gold. Okay. I mean, look at this thing. Ooh, ooh. Nobody knows it. Oh, your choice is to change your mind about love. About letting it come in. And about being willing to explore it and be vulnerable to it, okay? I feel like saying, I'm not saying your life is poo-pooey right now or that your material world is poo-pooey, but I'm saying if you think you want something, you have a goal in mind in regards to your material world, your finances, your life currently as it looks. And they're like, that is not, you're looking in the wrong direction, ain't nothing gonna happen there. Same as the cards, nothing was popping off. It's over. It's the exact opposite. So you can, but you need to make a decision, and you need to change a total 180. That's what the Knight of Swords says. He is the 180. He is the pivot card. It is also an irrevocable change. So you need to be committed to this. Like, not just like, sure, whatever. Like, no, you need to say, okay, I give permission. I'm open. Yes. Because you're meant to have this come in. Okay. So now that we've established that, you have to make that choice. And here's the thing. Emperor going to show up one way or the other. So if you're like, okay, and you just kind of like ignore this and go about your business, that doesn't stop this person from showing up. You're gonna come face to face, they just said, with this, and you're gonna have to make the decision. I mean, at some point, and just, I mean, the choice. They keep saying the choice, because decision indicates just like conceptually, you know, but this choice, I feel like saying with a choice, there's action. You know what I mean? And I think it's important to let, I think they're trying to emphasize that you do have a choice. Not in this person showing up. I think that you're gonna come across them. They're gonna come into your life, but you're gonna have that choice. Chariot. Success, victory, forward movement, things happening. Oh, Lord have mercy. Can I just not? It will require a little bit of strength on your part to move forward. That part of you just wants to be like, I can't help but also feel like somebody, maybe there's something, when we're talking about materially, like you may have, like somebody out there has a weight goal, like health-wise, like I want to do X, Y, and Z, and it's like, well, oh, I got Sarah Borealis. I want to see you be brave. Say what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to... Do you like my singing? I want to see you be brave. So, Tony wants to see you be brave. Oh. Oh, yeah. I feel like don't be operated by your subconscious fears. Yep. They will have you staying in this isolation. They're asking you to be open. The Empress is all about being in a state of allowance, letting something grow, creating a fertile ground for something to come in. And the Star card is, it's really letting Spirit come in and let this transpire. Okay? I know her boobies are out, and some people don't like that. Whatever. Mimi's around. Oh. They really want you in this. I was gonna say soft, and I went meh. Like, so somebody might be triggered by the term soft. Be soft, demure. Like, that's not really where I was going. More of like this. Again, when you're in a state of allowance, you don't have resistance. You're not constrained. You are fluid and open. And they don't want me to say vulnerable. What's the word then? Fertile. Like, you're in the right energy where something can be created, basically. Okay. Do we get to know any... Oh, I was going to ask about the Emperor. Well, thank you. All right, let's get a little bit of... They don't... I am very curious about the Seven of Wands that's here. Tell me about that. Oh. Generally, Seven of Wands is your self-worth, your self-confidence and your boundaries and establishing those and enforcing them, knowing your worth. So there's this element of protecting yourself, but in the most positive capacity. And they're giving me like the Emperor will protect you. They will be very protective of you. Not saying like, oh, I need somebody to, like, they will be protective of, okay, so we're getting a little like frou-frou with this shit. Protective of your fire. All that makes you stand out. They wouldn't want to, it's like either show me a candle and like putting your flame out. They would never want to put your flame out. And a major level of reciprocity with this. We're going there really quickly, aren't we? This is like being able to share, right? Nine of Cups means definitely loving yourself, but having the capacity, loving yourself enough to let another cup in. Like this is that match. This is the alignment, right? And we got the Lovers, we got the Two of Cups, I think twice. Yeah, Two of Cups might be over. I can't remember where it was. So it's just that this is definitely an alignment. It's not something that would drain you, that would put your fire out. So your idea of independence and something being squelched and having to kind of like divert your attention, like that's not the Emperor's. They would be very protective of that. Some offer is like, it's coming in quickly. So let's move over here because I guess we're finally going to get around to the frickin' Page of Swords. It's going to show up in your reality fairly quickly. We are already in autumn. I feel like this applies no matter where you're at in the world because, well, in most places. They're showing me the barren tree. Even in spring, a lot of the trees are still barren. They haven't yet bloomed yet. And people are just now going into spring in other parts of the world. And so it's during that time. Like this is, in my mind, this is 100% before December. So within the next 2 months. But really, realistically, probably within like the next 6 weeks. Because my notion is mid-November, trees will be budding. Or by mid-November, most of the trees will be completely barren. Because they usually are. A lot of the ones that would lose the leaves. The colorful foliage pretty much is in October and at the beginning of November. So, depending on where you live. So, I just feel like there are... Okay. I'm going to put these back because that feels more confusing than it does clear. And I'm going to only accept clear messages. I don't want me dropping anything. Okay. Lord of Mercy. Ooh, it's definitely there's definitely, we got a lot of, a lot of chemistry that's going to happen. And there's a desire here. I mean, this person, Emperor might be a fire sign. Definitely. Page of Wands is definitely like some flirting, some, this communication is going to come in. It's going to be lively. They get like the breath of fresh air, kind of like exchange. Definitely flirtatious. I feel like this person may come across very, I just get the sense that they have a knack to make you smile. I just saw the Ace of Cups with the 9 of Wands. Very guarded with your wall up. They said uncertain. Okay, this really wanted to come out. So I'm gonna leave the Wands to the idea of just really a fiery energy, a bit of a passion, a bit of like chemistry, a bit of like flirtatiousness. Your sense of independence and your sense of yourself really will match this individual. They gave me. They also gave me like a Gemini type energy, like an air sign. I don't usually do signs, guys, but they're giving them right now. Again, they're not coming to squelch any level of independence, your individuality, any of that kind of stuff, self-expression, any of that, or even your goals. They're not here to kind of like divert you from your goals. Definitely determined and certain. What's going to be included in this? Well, I think that's what this is. It's like it's going to show up in your reality fairly quickly. This is going to start very quickly. The Knight of Wands is a very like, might come on a bit strong, very self-assured, might be a little bit, you might question a little bit because of the way, because, you know, Knight of Swords can kind of be like, maybe they're too good at flirting, which Geminis are, and it kind of seems like, oh, you just do that with whoever, and so it seems there might be player boy energy, or player kind of energy, like, okay, you're not really serious. But I want to say that there's genuine, sincere energy. And yes, they are serious. They're very certain. Like, they're not, it's not a joke. Like, there's nothing underhanded here. So, okay, how does this communication come in? They definitely they like the idea. This seems like a really great combination for a new start. Like, to take that leap of faith. Okay, how does this communication come in? How does, wait. How do they meet this person? Like, what are you gonna do? I am recognizing how many decks I have bought with black and gold. Like, I have a lot with gold on it. Even this has gold. This is black and gold. I'm like, shit. Black and gold. Okay, how's this going to come in? We're breaking the theme, guys. We're breaking the theme. Go from yeehaw. No shit. Okay. I love the way that this deck has, you see the gold still there, right? Words at the bottom. And it's a 6 of Swords, yes, but that can be trip energy. Possibly near water. But it literally says taking a trip. And I'm like, how are you going to meet this person? They're like, taking a trip. Why is none of this feeling... Okay, hold on. There's something about the Page of Pentacles that I'm supposed to pick up on. This may be to a new area, a new location, like taking a trip or going somewhere you haven't been before. They're giving me new area. Now, Four of Wands can be like, I guess I'll say it. For some of you, it could be like if you're changing location, right? I have to say that because the cards are like taking a trip, a new area of focus. And this is all about home, like happy home life. Maybe you're going back home somewhere, or you're looking, like maybe you're traveling to see. Invitation to a social event. This is literally about falling in love. Like you may... Tell me about the Four of Wands. I don't want to stick with like this theme of moving and everything hinges on, because I know that's not everybody's situation. So give me some more context. Like I feel like we're a bit, oh, okay. Well, the chair's deciding to make a, your wish comes true. Okay, so an exciting new opportunity. Page of Pentacles could be... Somebody could be going on a trip. Somebody could be getting a new job. And somebody may be moving or like getting a new home. In any scenario, this change has you crossing paths with somebody. And that's where... And whatever this change is, it's like, that's the wish for you. That is a wish come true. And that's where romance happens. So there is and we did have the Knight of Swords. We've got a pivot that's happening. When this pivot happens is when you meet this person. We did have a reading where I was like, oh, there's money. Da, da, da. And at the end of it, for whatever reason, I think that was yesterday's, like there was like a person stuffed at the end of it. And I was like, why are we talking about meeting a person? Again, I think that, and here's the other thing. You may be thinking that whatever change is happening for a certain reason. Like your focus is something materially, right? And so it's like you think, you know, like it's the idea of like, oh, yes, I'm gonna focus on this new job and da da da. And you think that this change, that this new phase of life is meant to be focused on that. And Spirit's like, I got something for you. That's really not the purpose of this. So whatever change is happening is to get you in alignment with this person, not because this is not going to be your area of focus. Let's just put it that way. And I feel like you think that that's what's going to happen. Okay. This is about connecting with others and not going it alone anymore. Ten of Wands. Alrighty. Anything else you want to give us before we wrap this bad boy up? This was always meant to be a temporary pause. It was never meant to be permanent. All right. That was a lovely exploration. I do hope it finds whoever it's meant for. It was a long one. And yay. Okay, well, let me know if it's you. Let me know what happens and transpires. Keep me in the loop, okay, guys? I hope you'll have a fantastic, wonderful day. I'll see you guys later.